everybody, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed my last video on the tailless whip scorpions. My name is Kim and I run the Island of Misfit Morphs. We are a non-profit education that takes in disabled, deformed, and or injured reptiles and use them for education or adopt them out to new homes. So we are a rescue and educational program. Most of the shows we do in schools and Boy Scout camps and public events are completely free. We run off donations. So this is just something that I really love to do. Me and my partner work very, very hard to help educate people on these amazing animals. So I'm wearing my unicorn hat in honor of three of my favorite children in the whole wide world, Kira, Riley, and Garrison Hartle. They are my self-proclaimed fairy godchildren, since they call me their fairy godmother, since I have the pointed ears. So I'm very excited about that. I'm very honored to be a part of their life because they're incredible children. Garrett Hartle has raised them to be animal-loving, beautiful little people. So hopefully we'll be able to get one on the show at some point because I'm going to go up and visit them next month. So you will get to meet them. They are absolutely amazing children. So we are doing this video in honor of them with my unicorn hat and my little friend Curly Fry, which Kira named. She has a tiny little curly tail. So it should be quite a bit longer than this, but it didn't form all the way in the egg, so her name is Curly Fry, and that's her little mini defect. So she is a bullsnake, which is a local species here in New Mexico, which is where I live. These guys are awesome pest control. They can take a whole generation of mice out in one sitting. Unfortunately, they do get mistaken for rattlesnakes fairly often because of their pattern is kind of similar for people that don't know what they're looking for. They will also flare out their head and hiss really loud and shake their tail to try to pretend to be a rattlesnake. And that does work pretty well on predators, but unfortunately if they do that with people, they usually get themselves killed because people do kill rattlesnakes very, very often, unfortunately. It is pretty sad that people don't take the time to learn their native species. So anytime you move to a new place, pick up a book or go on the internet and just find out what's around you. Look at their patterns, look at their head shape, and just find out how to distinguish venomous from non-venomous. I know you can't take me seriously wearing this hat, so I'm going to take it off. But yeah, that's for you, Kira and Garrett and Riley. Thanks for being awesome friends to me, and I can't wait to see you next month. So Curly Fry is about a year old. She came to us from a breeder that she was, of course, born with a little defect, and sometimes that's just a fluke in incubation or just something that naturally happened. So sometimes they don't come out completely perfect, but that's okay. We love them anyway, and we give them the option to send defective animals here, little special animals, and we will take care of them, adopt them out to new homes, or use them in our education program. There's a little patch of sunlight that just came out. And it's ruining my lighting. So Curly Fry has been in our program since she got here. She's an awesome little snake. She is a little bit sassy towards the beginning, so I have to kind of work with her a little bit. She will rattle her tail every time I open the cage, and she will hiss from time to time. But she's never bitten anybody. She's usually just all bluff. Bull snakes are pretty decent snakes for beginners, as long as you can handle with the sassiness. They do get fairly large. They can get up to 5 to 6 feet, and they do eat a lot. They're like little garbage disposals. But that's why we like them around our house and in our yards, because they take care of the mice and rats. And we do need snakes to take care of those mice and rats because they carry diseases that are deadly to people. So these guys are one of our main predators for pest control for small rodents, and we need to take care of them. They belong here. They've been here for a long, long time, and they deserve to be here with us. So, like I said, learn your native species and know what to look for. If you do see one close by that's venomous, like a rattlesnake here in New Mexico, please call somebody to remove it rather than taking it upon yourself to kill it. So most rattlesnake bites happen when somebody's trying to kill and or capture the snake or play with it when they're inebriated. So as long as you don't do any of those things, you usually are pretty safe, although accidents do happen and we do sneak up on them as we're out in their environment. So watch where you put your hands and feet when you're out hiking and climbing, and just be aware of your surroundings at all times. So the babies are a little harder to hear, of course, because they don't have that big rattle like the adults do. So it's up to us to look around and watch where we're stepping and don't mess with our wildlife. Just leave it where it is. Take some pictures. If it's too close for comfort, call a professional to come get it for you. So Curly Fry is an awesome little girl. And thanks for the cool name, Kira. I really love it, and everybody else does too when we do shows. We try to have at least 1 or 2 native species in our shows just to help people learn to identify what they have in their area. So we do have a show coming up on October 1st at Alameda Park Zoo at 1 o'clock if you guys want to join us if you're local. If not, just keep following the videos. We'll try to highlight each and every one of our little misfit animals here. We do get new animals fairly often, especially during breeding season, so spring and summer. So hopefully we'll have some new critters for you soon. But yeah, so that's it for me today. I am off to Maryland this evening to take some photos and do some hiking and spend some time with friends. So I'm really excited about that trip, and I will see you next week. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye!